real. Nobody be subscribing to you, man. I don't know why, but I just noticed nobody subscribes to you.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
Alright. Man, I just got the word that y'all ain't hitting that subscribe button. What is you doing, 66 TV OG? And I'm back at it again with another banger. Man, you already know what time it is. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and leave a juicy, fat melon like, you fool me. Simple. And let's get into it.
The quest is harder what it is, this is what I do. But I'm trying to find a diamond, this is really what I do. When I'm back up in the club, this is really what I do. I'm trying to get a lady, but I'm party just for saw. But I'm acting just this all, but I'm playing just for talk.
1 minute, you know what I mean? Actually, just wait 1 second, because I don't want to see you reach your final form. Honestly, I don't want you to have everything going on in your mind and all of that sweet jazz. I don't want to reach you to that level. You're not ready for that Super Saiyan level. And I don't want you to go down there in that grimy little level. Because today, I want to reach my final form, which is level 9,000. I'm talking about, like, seriously. You want to know so many things. You want me to answer your questions, right? I got you. Say less. This is to my new ones out there as well. So if you're watching, welcome to the channel. Real 66 TV OG in the building. And today, I want to talk to you. The reason is why. Why do we choose double monitor setups? Why do we choose this 5, 6, or maybe even a beast? Maybe you can just go crazy with your thing, right? But honestly, you want to know what is the max for me or for you. I mean, you pretending it's me, right? So you want to know what's the max performance. I mean, let me just calm down and tell you real quick. And we're going to take it from level to level, from beginning, middle, and end. And we're going to start off from the beginning. Should you get a second monitor? Of course. Should you maybe even afford a third? Of course. I mean, if you up for it. See, you doing everything, multitasking on one monitor, of course you can do it, right? But it's just too much. You might even have work. You might even have so many projects. You got everything on your main computer, right? And it's just too much for you. Everything just going on and you just, no. I know something that's going to take and ease that pain just a little bit, enough for you to be level 8,000. Seriously. Get you a second monitor. It don't matter if you even have a monitor that you don't really use no more. Use it as a second monitor. You don't necessarily have to spend your money for a brand new monitor, not unless if it's going bad and corrupting. Yes, of course. But don't get me wrong. These computers out here, such as the monitors, as what I'm going to be talking about, is yes. And the answer is seriously yes. Ladies and gentlemen. This will take so much stress off of you that you can be on cloud 9 right now. It will. Because say if you have so many projects, right? Maybe you can be a Twitch streamer, maybe a podcaster, or a 3D artist, or maybe even your music business, right? You want something that is comfortable for you. Honestly. It's up to you if you want to do it on the one monitor setup. Don't get me wrong, it's possible. But just for you to keep all that level of stress down, you can just get a second monitor, because that can be your monitor for maybe if you want to listen to Pandora or maybe Apple or whatever. While you're doing that on your main computer, you could be doing the other things. Like, let's say, for instance, 2K. You know, 2K streamers probably got like 2 monitors and maybe even 3. 3 is probably going to be using for the chat. Now, for 3 monitors, I say that's going to be the max. From 2 to 3 monitors, I'm going to say that's at least the max that you should do. Now, it's up to you if you want to go wide on this one. You want to get maybe an ultra wide monitor. I mean, if you comfortable with ultra wide, then go for it. Be my guest. But Yu-Gi-Oh over here just like, nope. No, just get something that's light. Get you at least about like 3 or 2 monitors. Because maybe that third monitor could be for your Twitch chat. Might be for your Facebook chat. It might even be for your OnlyFans chat as well. I've seen a lot of YouTubers go live on OnlyFans. And that's crazy because they might even have second monitor, or maybe they even have a third. You might never know. But the thing is, it's up to you what your choice is. It's not up to me. I can't tell you anything else about something that you have in your mind that you want me to speak on. I speak on it. It's just going to it's going to help out a lot from your journey, from your experience. Doing everything on one monitor, plus your gameplay, plus the productivity, plus the art or whatever you're doing, your music, that's too much. I think you should get a second one in hand because that might help you just enough. And if two monitors don't even help you, then at least get a third one. At least you can probably read the chat from your YouTube, or you can just have the second monitor for your music, or maybe even looking up something that maybe you wanted to chat comments or someone that said in the chat on a third monitor, and you can just Google and look that up and it'd be right there. Now, dealing with shock mounts, of course, get a shock mount for your computer. I mean, it's going to give you more room from your decks, right? So get one, or you don't have to. You can just set it up the way you want to set it up. It's really up to your preferrals or how you want to perform and get your stuff. These monitors are really a big topic in the community, and I just want to talk to y'all and tell you that you don't necessarily have to get like 6 or 7 monitors and maybe even 5 monitors, because now I can understand if you're a business person, if you're a business and you have maybe clients, such as maybe you're in this type of group, right, to where you competitors as PC gamers, maybe y'all have a big old man cave, right, or a woman cave. It could be both genders. I'm not gonna say which side. It can be both genders, right? You might have people that's in around into that one formation, and then you have maybe like 6 or 7 monitors on that side. I mean, I'm talking like Alienware. I'm talking about like literally a beast. I'm talking about like skip an iPhone. I mean, you got a whole man cave and you got a whole woman cave. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. Now, if you only one person and you have like 6 monitors on this, you got 2 monitors right here, then another monitor right there, one at the top. No, we are not skydiving. No, I'm not trying to get down on that level. You crazy, man. I ain't got no alien eyes or something. I ain't got what them flies be having, them eyes that. No. I mean, that's up to you. I mean, you obviously must be a competitor. Competitors usually probably use 1 monitor or maybe even 2 monitors. But 6? What is the other monitors is for besides maybe for your chat or music, or maybe you have some type of project to where you're doing artwork, you're doing your homework, you watching YouTube, you doing this and that. Now I can see why you get 6 monitors for, maybe even not even for that. Maybe it's for business. I mean, not unless if you have associates that's going to be helping you out. I mean, if you have a long line desk, right? Or I can see why that's happening, but 6 or maybe even 7. I mean, I'll be watching these tech people and looking at other people's builds, and I'm just like, you seriously went technology. Like, you went to a whole nother Super Saiyan level. And I'm telling you, this is the level I can't reach. I'm not even reaching my final form yet. This is the form that they reached, that they successfully, I'm telling you, like, these people got what I call knowledge. I mean, if you one person doing all of that, and you got like, what, 8 monitors? Yeah, you splurging. You on a whole nother party level. But usually people that be streaming maybe for like 2K, and I know 2K is popular for sure, especially 2K21, and possibly like when the next 2K22 comes out, or the 2020, or the 2K20. Usually those type of streamers, I'm using an example, those type of streamers will use probably a 2 setup, maybe a 2 monitor setup. Now, Now I can understand monitors have so much, because what about the cable? I mean, say if you got your normal stand that came with your monitor, right? I will probably invest in getting a shock mount, because that not only will help you, but that shock mount will literally, honestly, save your brain cells from going corrupt. I mean, seriously, you got cables just blur, 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 right? But if you know something about cable management, then yeah, that's the best option, because you can have the chat. Maybe you can have your computer screen facing the opposite side, right? And you can be looking at the chat like right over here. Then you can have your two monitors set up on both sides, like in front of you. You got your main monitor in front of you, second one right there, third one right there, or maybe even on your right or left side. It don't matter how you position it. Monitors is just so important to us gamers and streamers out there and podcasters, is because we want the best performance. We want the quality. We want everything. I'll be watching, honestly, a whole bunch of tech people, like tech tips and who else? Roby Tech. A whole bunch of people that I watch from tech, like Tech Source. All of them. And they literally talk about, and honestly, how to set up a double monitor is something easy. Something easy that ain't like, maybe it's hard for you, but setting up a 2-monitor setup, and you setting up a whole, maybe you a laptop person, you might have a setup for like 2 monitors for a laptop. That's, you can use the laptop for maybe productivity or the chat, while you have 2 main monitors for, one of them is for the gameplay, other one's for doing whatever you want to do. But these are just some of the examples that I want to bring on the table for you, because it's a very hard decision to make. Honestly, in my opinion, I will stick at least about like 3 or 2 monitors at the max. That's just my best opinion for you. That's the question that I want to answer, is that I will choose at least a 2-monitor setup. Because for me, I know I just edit my videos. I know if I want to edit my videos, I would just use a second monitor for that. You can also don't have to get a third monitor. Maybe you can use the second monitor for the chat. Have your chat up on the second monitor and have the music playing on that. But a third monitor is optional. It is. And why I say that in straight up confidence is because that maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to play your music on the second monitor, then have the chat on that on the third monitor. Now, from the 4th and 5th ones, then yeah, that's a whole nother level. Then yeah, you are literally, yeah. I mean, and it's only just one person doing all of those monitors like that. So honestly, what are you, some type of scientist, experience? What are you? So what's going on with you, bruh? That's just honestly, but in my opinion, to answer your question with straight confidence, 2 monitors or at least third monitors. Now, if you have spare monitors, you don't necessarily have to spend your money all over these monitors. You can literally use the monitors that you have, and maybe you can use your TV as a monitor. If you really want to talk about that, you can use your TV as a monitor. Because actually, let me just go bring it to you right here so I can show you an example. So, this is what I was talking about in my last video I posted, right? I was talking about at the very end of the video that I was going to use this for a second monitor. So when I get my GPU, because dedicated GPUs these days with the motherboard doesn't have animated graphics on there. I mean, it's up to you if you want to enable it through the boot menu and stuff like that. What? I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry about that. But the main goal here in this type of topic I want to talk about is, like I said, monitors. And my best choices from my experience, I mean, I don't have experience from using a second monitor or even a third monitor. But like I was saying, I talked about this, about me using this monitor that I got a long time ago and use it for a second monitor for chat and for music, and use my main monitor for gaming, because if you're a console player streaming off of the PC, which is maybe OBS or Streamlabs, it'd be so much easier because I can have my gameplay webcam set up on using OBS or maybe Streamlabs OBS, however you use it. I can drag that over to the second monitor right here, and then I can have the gameplay on the main monitor. And then I can just control the music and look at the chat or maybe look up something with a second monitor. But I mean, technically, I have 3 monitors. Technically, because I can't damage the walls. See, you can use other things besides spend your hard-earned money. Not unless if you want to. It's an option. But like I said, I can use this for a second monitor. I can. But the only problem is with these type of monitors is that in the back, this one particular has just it just has this port right here, which that's not bad. I mean, this port on this monitor right here is not bad at all. I mean, like I was saying about animated graphics, I mean, you should get a graphics card because that way you can hook up maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 displays depending on what graphics card do you have, or if you have animated graphics on your motherboard, then that could be an option for maybe a 3rd one or just a 4th one. But for maybe from a graphics card, if it only has 2 HDMI ports maybe, or just 1 HDMI then another port, then this would be so much, I'm sorry about that. It would have been so much better of using a second monitor. But the problem is I want a monitor that has those 4 screw holes that I showed in that video, because I can literally mount this onto the shock mount, both of the monitors, from the main monitor to this monitor, and I can use the shock mount to put them in whatever position that I feel comfortable with. And then when I'm streaming maybe on some gameplay on the PS4, maybe streaming like 2K for instance, or whatever I'm doing, Mortal Kombat or whatever I'm doing, maybe just doing some Omegle on the main monitor, then I can just use the second one just for the chat and for the controlling the music. It goes either way. So my thing is, what I'm saying is, that's why it's so, like, to me, a huge topic to talk about, because so much be going on in the PC community, and I feel like some of the information is being left out in the PC/gaming/streaming community, podcast community, you name it. It's leaving out some type of detail. But even if they give you the right facts, but some of the facts are just not enough for someone to comprehend, because I want, as me, upcoming YouTuber, being an upcoming, when I get to them higher numbers, I want to reach this to people, and I want them to get that you can make a choice. My best opinion for you that's watching this right now, and if you stuck to this and you watch this fully, then you are the GOAT. You the OMG, you the OP for watching this full video. But just to squash this right now, you should get 3 monitors or 2. It's up to you if you want to get a 5 or 4, maybe even all those type of existing numbers. But my opinion is 3 or 2. That's the max. It's your boy Real 66 signing out, man.